All right, this is Workout B from Turbulence Training Addiction, and we're going to start off with something fairly different. We're going to start with the jump addiction and then the chin-up addiction improvement phases, okay? So what we're going to do, first of all, in the jump, you're going to choose between one of three exercises: a regular vertical jump, a long jump, or a one-leg hop. Now, you're going to try and improve your distance or your height each week in these exercises. So with the one-leg hop, you're going to do 5 repetitions for distance, and then you're going to do the other leg, obviously. With the long jump, you're going to do 3 jumps for distance. And with the vertical jump, you're going to make sure that you have a way to accurately measure your height, and you're going to do 3 separate jumps, and then pool your jump height there, and see if you can improve that every week. So let's do the single leg hop here first, and you can make fun of how I look when I do this, but you're going to set a starting line on one leg, and then you're going to do 5 hops, okay? So 5 hops for distance, then you'll go back to the start, and you'll do it for your other leg as well, okay? Powerful hops for distance. You're going to do that, then take a rest, and you'll do the chin-up portion of the addiction, and then come back and go through that, basically supersetting the jump addiction and chin-up addiction for a total of 3 rounds. And take your best score for this week, and then try and improve it next week. So the other exercise is the long jump. So again, you'll set, or broad jump, whatever you want to call it. You'll set a start line, and then jump, trying to get maximum distance in 3 jumps. Now, if you don't have any area to do that type of jumping, hopefully you can start, do the vertical jump. So this will be your start height, and then you'll go down and jump and measure how much distance between, where your hands is for standing and where your jump height is, and you'll do 3 jumps, add that up, and then you'll go do your chin up, come back, repeat it, go for 3 rounds, and take your best score, and come back next week and try to beat it. Okay, so let's go take a look at what is in the chin-up addiction. All right, so now we're going to take a look at what constitutes the chin-up addiction. So here's how it's going to go down. There's a series of exercises that are going to build you up to your first chin-up, if you can't do them already. And if you can, don't worry, there's 2 advanced chin-up versions that you're going to work on, even if you can do 3 sets of 10 of regular chin-ups. So with the jump addiction, you're going to do a jump, then a chin-up, jump, chin-up, jump, chin-up. So 3 rounds of each. So you're going to aim for 3 sets of 10. And you don't move on to the next exercise until you can do 3 sets of 10 of whatever level you started at with the chin-up addiction. Now, the very first level for people that can't do 3 sets of 10 chin-ups is going to be the underhand inverted row. So shoulder width apart, underhand grip, body in a straight line, tuck the elbows to the side, and squeeze the shoulder blades, and pull your chest up to the bar. Once you've done once you're able to do 3 sets of 10 in this portion of it, so once you're able to master this exercise, then you're going to move on into something called the underhand kneeling reverse grip pull down. Kneeling reverse grip pull down. So we're going to need a cable machine for that. So we're going to have to move around to the other side of the gym. Okay, so now into this crazy exercise called the kneeling reverse grip pull down. And what you're going to need is cable machine. Now this is obviously not a regular pull down machine, and I've kind of MacGyvered it here, so it's going to allow me to do what I want. Otherwise, you'd have a regular pull down machine, get rid of the seat, and you're going to do kneeling underhand grip pull downs. Now you're going to do it kneeling with an upright torso, so no flexion at the hip, and just keep yourself upright. And it's a good way, not a perfect way, but a good way to get another step in with our chin-ups. And what you need to do here is to be able to do 3 sets of 10 with 66% of your body weight in order to move on to the next chin-up level. So I've got it set at 120 pounds because I'm about 180. I'm going to take my grip on the bar, kneeling here, upright torso, pull that bar down, And so that's my next phase, okay? Staying upright, being braced in here, and working my lats and biceps to pull those elbows down and bring my shoulder blades together, okay? So it's not bad. It's a good little intermediate step if you have access to it. You might not even be able to do it because you might not have access to it, and you can skip right to our next exercise. Okay, this next exercise is another goofy exercise that isn't necessarily perfect for building chin-up strength, but it's not bad. It's a good place for people, for beginners, to get the hang of the motion. And so I call it the assisted chin-up, even though, you know, there's the Gravitron machine is also an assisted chin-up, which is a great thing, but we don't have that here in this gym. And there's another opportunity for you to put another intermediate step in before doing chin-ups. But this one looks a little weirder, okay? You're going to actually do it with your feet on the ground, and you're going to have the bar at about chin height or a little bit higher, and you're just going to squat down, and you're going to take as much weight with your arms as possible and pull up. So really focus on the muscles that will be involved in a chin-up, okay? And take as much weight off your feet as you can, and really make sure that you're pulling up with your lats and your biceps, okay? So control it down and then really pull up as much as possible just with your upper body. Okay, try not to push off with your feet. Try and, you know, be very light on your toes. Okay, so that's another one. Once you can do 3 sets of 10 of that, and you almost should be able to the very first time you do it, then you're going to move on into the negative chin-up next. Okay, in our next exercise, we're going to deviate a little bit from the 3 sets of 10. What you're aiming for here is 5 repetitions, 3 sets of 5 repetitions of a 6-second lowering phase for the chin-up. So when I was, you know, training people a lot to get them to do chin-ups, I found that this was a pretty good indicator of when they were going to be able to do their first chin-up. So some people say that if you can do a full 10-second eccentric, you should be able to do a chin-up. But I found that if they were able to do multiple sets of 6 seconds, it was a little bit better, because 10 seconds is almost too long to do an eccentric, because you really get down to about here and after about 6 seconds, and then spend a lot of time just doing a 2-inch range of motion. So you're going to get a boost up with the bench, maybe a little jump, and then 6 seconds on the way down. 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? Then you're going to get reset, jump back up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? You have to do 3 sets of 5 with a perfect 6-second lowering, and then you're ready to go on and try and conquer your chin-ups, okay? Now, when you're ready to do your full chin-ups, we've done them so many times that you should know for sure that the chin-up is the underhand, shoulder width, grip on the bar, and then we'll start with a slight bend in the elbows, and up, and control down. Okay, so you're going to do 10 repetitions. Once you can do 3 sets of 10 repetitions in the addiction portion of our workout B, then you're ready to move on to our sternum chin up, which is a little bit more strict. You're going to lean back, you're going to get a little bit more of your upper back in it. So same grip, everything's the same, except now I lean back more. And I get more work from my upper back. Okay, so more between my shoulder blades, rhomboids, and that's our next one. So being able to do 3 sets of 10 with the sternum chin up. And then our final version, I'm going to switch it around here. We're going to do the L chin up, which is a real tough one. And if you can do 3 sets of 10 with this one, you're a chin up master, and you may as well start going for the 1-arm chin up. But the L chin up is going to be basically starting in the finishing position of a hanging leg raise and doing your chin ups that way. So underhand grip, and we're going to start with that hanging leg position. And so that's how you're going to do your chin ups, okay? So it was a little awkward there because that bar was in my way, but you want to have that, just that L position, okay? And maintaining that properly and doing all of your chin-ups that way. The first time you do it, it's going to be real tough, but you'll quickly get better at that one. And again, once you can do 3 sets of 10, you're totally addicted to chin-ups. All right, so that's how it's going to go. It's a long explanation here with the jump addiction. Then you move from whatever jump. So if you want to do your 5 hops, you do 5 hops for each leg. Then you go and you do whatever chin-up version. Then you rest. Go, you do your 5 hops again. Come back to chin-ups, rest, and then one more round. Take your best score. Come back here, do your last round of chin-ups, and then you move on to the rest of workout B. All right, so it was a long explanation to get through chin-up and jump addiction, but really when you do the workout, it's going to go very, very quickly because you're just going to go jumps, boom, chin-ups, boom, rest, and then repeat that 2 more times. Now you're going to come into a metabolic resistance circuit of mostly bodyweight exercises, and you're going to move through it very quickly too. So we're going to start with repeated vertical jumps. Now when I do this, I find the best way the best place to put my hands is just simply behind my head in the prisoner squat. So we're going to do 6 jumps. So down, jump. So do all your jumps, nice soft landing, and then jump again rapidly. Then you're going to go immediately into decline push-ups. So body in a straight line. Abs braced. Slowly down. Drive up. Then you're going to come up. We're going to continue the jumping spirit with our lunge jump. So starting down, jump up. So jumping up for height, switching the legs fast. And then we're going to get into one weighted exercise, the dumbbell chest supported row. So this is the position we're going to be in with our dumbbells rowing up. So I'm just going to grab some dumbbells here. This is really going to allow us to squeeze the muscles between our shoulder blades because there's no bar that's going to hit our chest. We can row those dumbbells up and get a better squeeze at the top. So arm's length with the dumbbells, squeeze up, back down. Now this is the lowest incline I can do, but I might even prefer to do that a little bit lower, so a little bit flatter, and it's really going to allow me to do more between my shoulders as opposed to my traps. This is almost a little bit too much of a shoulder shrug here with that level of incline. But that's it for this metabolic circuit. Go through it. We're going to go through it exactly one more time. So just 2 rounds of that. So rest a minute and repeat it one more time, and then you're on to the next one. Okay, in this next round of metabolic resistance training, we're going to do 4 more exercises, and we're going to start with the dumbbell reverse lunge. So holding the dumbbells at your side, stepping back, dropping the hips, and pulling up with that lead leg. So when I step back, I want to drop my hips straight down, and then I want to use the hamstrings and the glutes, so the back of the lead leg, to pull myself up to the start. So step back and down and use the back of the lead leg to pull up. And then do all reps for one side and then all reps for the other as well. You'll get a little bit of quadricep involvement in this, but it's not the dominant muscle. After we've done that, we're going to move into one of my favorite exercises. Military press. So now preferably you'd have the bar racked, but otherwise, I'm just going to clean it up here. And then knees bent, hips back, and drive up overhead. Slowly lower down, drive up, and down. So I'll be kind of fatigued from everything I've done prior to this. So it might not be my world record military press, but it will be very good nonetheless. Then we're going to go to a stability ball 1-leg curl. So switch around to this side so you can see. We're going to have back flat, get the one leg up on the ball here, Bridge the hip up, and curl, and out, and curl. So very powerful contraction for the hamstring. Switch sides here. Bridge up, curl in, and out. And then to finish off, we're going to do stability ball pike, which is an advanced abdominal exercise. For guys, you're going to think that your hips are way up in the air, but because of your lack of hamstring flexibility, you're probably only going to be slightly piked. But keep on improving and, you know, using the addiction so that you come back to this workout and want to improve all the time. So you're going to pike up and back out. So braced abs here, so they're working here, and then contracted here. So working two different ways. Braced when flat, and then contracted in the pike position. So rest a minute. You're going to go through that 2 more times to finish off that circuit. And then you're going to do the 10-meter shuttle runs. You're going to do 10 rounds of this, 24-second sprint, 30-second recovery. And here's how this is going to work for the addiction purposes. Again, you're going to do 10 rounds of this, preferably a 10-meter space. If you can't do 10-meter, do 5-meter. That's fine. So in this place, we'd only be able to do 5-meter. So we'd set out 5 meters. If you can do this outside, set up 10 meter. So start line, finish line. You're going to sprint out. As soon as you get to 5 or 10, you're going to touch, sprint back in, and just continue on. You're going to need your Gym Boss interval timer for this. So after 24 seconds, time will go off. You'll quickly write down how much distance was covered. Then you'll rest 30 seconds, keep moving, and then get ready to go again, covering that same 5-meter course or 10-meter course. At the end, write down how much distance you got, and you're going to do that 10 times. It's going to be a 10-minute interval session, doing 10 rounds of 24-second sprint, 36 seconds recovery. Get a little bit of warm-up in there as well. Do a couple of 50% intensity sprints. And so at the end, what you're going to have is how much distance did I cover each sprint. I'm going to add that up, and next week I'm going to come back in. So let's say you covered 70 meters each sprint. That's going to be 700 total meters. You're going to come back next time and try and get another 5 meters in several times so that you increase that distance. So it's always trying to beat your past distance. That's the addiction. The constant improvement is what brings us back to these workouts. So that's it for workout B. We got one more, workout C, the 3-minute challenge workout, which is the toughest one of them all perhaps.